and just for here, getting back to a new Milo Murphy's Law review. And if you haven't last one, go and check it out. And we're back with the next 2 episodes of Milo Murphy's Law Season 1. And we start with another good one. And yeah, so is Diogi just riding on this skateboard past the school. And yeah, Zach just talking about of what kind of substitute we're going to get today and talking about the different kind of substitutes, which, yeah, it's just pretty funny. Like the desperate one and then the drill sergeant one. And then we get this lady that just seems like she just hates her job. And yeah, the whole, yeah, how he describes it. And yeah, just on sewing this DVD. And yeah, Milo sewing these different black and white kind of film things. And even get a reference to, what's his name? With the 9999 on Phineas and Ferb. Cannot remember his name for some reason, but you know who he is. You know what it is. It's pretty much a cameo of him. But yeah, Milo just having these big eyes, but no, it's not actual big eyes. It's just glasses. And he's like, wow, these really do work. And yeah, they're just telling the teacher that they better, get in a safe spot because, Milo Murphy's Law. And then we see this light coming from the closet, and apparently we see those 2 pistachio guys that just came back in time, and yeah, has this time device, which they're trying to figure out what time that they're in. And yeah, Milo is helping with the teacher, and yeah, we get this awkward kind of moment with them those guys just going behind this board, and everybody just staring at them as well. Everybody's just staring at them when they're going by, and then they just go back into the closet. Okay. And yeah, putting some protection on, and yeah, everybody else is too, and yeah, getting the book set up, and yeah, of course it ends up falling apart, and yeah, the baker just ends up going everywhere, flying everywhere, destroying the classroom, and yeah, the guy has to go back and try, because he was charging the time device and having to crawl to get it, and yeah, the thing is setting on fire, and apparently they see this message from Melissa, and yeah, they realize that they grabbed the wrong phone, and they're wondering who's got the time device, and yeah, apparently Melissa grabbed it, and the teacher grabbed it and gets sucked into a hole, and yeah, is in time and in space, and just goes straight back out, and yeah, she tells Milo that he's in charge while she just goes and lays down. And yeah, Milo needing a volunteer, which, of course, Zach is like, and everybody's looking at me. And yeah, Zach is having his protection too, and is pouring this green stuff into it, but apparently it's one that makes him sneeze, which causes this drop to go onto the floor. And yeah, Zach just making everybody freaking out. And yeah, another awkward moment with Milo just seeing those 2 guys in the closet grabbing, yeah, and then slowly closing the door. And he's like, do you think he noticed us? Yeah, I would think he noticed y'all. And yeah, it's just causing it to get worse and just growing into a green blob. And yeah, it's just throwing everybody and just making a mess. And this girl's got her hair in the pencil sharpener, and this guy getting attacked with a broom and getting wedgied, and the girl is still having her hair in the pencil sharpener. This one texting on this phone, this one spanking, like, yeah, this blob. And then those guys in the closet just open the door and see the blob, and then just closes it as well. And they realize that Milo took the fertilizer that they went back in time for to save the pistachios. And yeah, it was just, he grabbed the wrong can, of course. And yeah, getting taken with, yeah, the hand outside. And yeah, he gets trapped, which, yeah, the teacher then gets caught too. And Milo shuts the door, freeing those two guys. And yeah, they use the fire extinguishers to make them turn into solids. And then we see the Yoji just seeing this plant, which, yeah, the guys are trying to get him to go away, because apparently that's the plant they needed to save. But, yeah, he stepped on it. So much for that. And, yeah, they're apologizing to the teacher, which she absolutely is happy that she actually managed to teach him something. And, yeah, we see that blob that managed to go through the vents and go onto the plant. And yeah, manages to turn red and have this glow in the middle. Like, is that kind of concerning? Should they be concerned about it? And then it shows the end and a mystery as well at the end of the episode. Like, yeah, should they be concerned about this? Because I don't think that's normal. At least the last time I know, that's not normal at all. And so yeah, that's another good episode. And then we go to the next one, which is another good one. And starts with Milo, his dad, and Zach and his dad going on this fishing trip. And of course, saying, doesn't this seem a little, Zach isn't so sure about this. Especially going on a fishing trip with Milo and his dad. And, Milo Murphy's Law. And, yeah, Milo getting some pistachios. And, yeah, the guy that is, that is with the pistachios, trying to protect the pistachios and stuff that we've seen before, he actually recognizes him from the opera, Milo from the opera, and then the swordfish gets the cart, and then, yeah, the other guy's like, where's the cart, and gets their mission, and apparently it's to protect the pistachio cart, of course, and yeah, trying to do this phone call, but the battery is dead. And yeah, Zach's dad's hat gets casted into the water, and these birds tear it apart. And then Zach's dad manages to do the fishing rod, and then gets caught by a swordfish, and his fishing rod gets taken away. And then, yeah, we see the two guys heading to this fancy area, and of course the other guy is eating, pigs in a blanket. And they see these other two agents as well, which then they see these guys being suspicious with this briefcase, and yeah, have this fight scene that happens as well, and yeah, them just walking around them and doing all these different spy stuff as well. And yeah, the other guy's trying to hit on that girl and gets sprayed. And yeah, we see this limo-like vehicle that is like their time car. And yeah, we see their actual time car, like the pistachio guy's time car. And yeah, we see Rigby. Again, whenever I say a raccoon, I always think of Rigby. Right? Whenever I say a raccoon, I always think of Rigby. Again, if it was a brown raccoon, it would definitely be Rigby, for sure. But yeah, it just takes one of the headlights. And yeah, this pigeon takes the fish and makes the fishing stuff fall onto his head and get into the water, which they rescue Zach's dad. And then Milo's dad tries to crank up the engine, and yeah, it just goes away back onto where these other motors are. And yeah, they try to hoist the sail, but yeah, it gets blown away. And yeah, they're just complaining. The pistachio guys are just complaining, and yeah, and pretty much space, really. And yeah, they go back into 1983, and yeah, they end up making that potion, that elixir kind of thing, fall into the sewer drain. And of course, they're like, have you realized what you've done? And then we see the present day with this giant rat growing. And then they just rewind back to when they see the other agent's time car. And then, yeah, they come out and tell them that they are not going with them because they managed to fix what they caused. And then they see their boss, which of course he's angry with them for not getting to the pistachios that he needed for his mix. And yeah, Milo getting this thing for the to be able to, and yeah, paces the boat, manages to of course hit it, which yeah, then flies and hits this dam, which yeah, manages to blow water and them getting pushed, and yeah, the steering wheel of the ship, yeah, being broken, and yeah, the pistachio guys are just, yeah, just not knowing what went down, and yeah, they cast a rope and tie it, and they push and manage to go over those pistachio guys, and yeah, he actually sees Milo again, and yeah, they end up at this restaurant, and then he tells them that, see, that's the kid that always, whenever we're trying to protect the pistachios, he's the one that always manages to ruin the pistachios, and lo and behold, that I don't know what it was called, but that they were using with this boat manages to fly up. It was like a tank, not an oxygen tank, but something like a little tank that flew off of the boat and hit the pistachios, causing the box to explode. And then yeah, of course he's saying that I'll get you, Milo Murphy, to stop him from destroying their chances on getting the pistachios. And yeah, they're just having some food. Eating their food. But yeah, another good episode. I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me know about the show. Continue.